Hello everyone and welcome back to Zelda Speedruns and our coverage of the Wind Waker Randomizer Season 4 tournament. In Winner's Bracket Round 2, we've got an awesome match between Gymnast and Shizuka, commentated by Clarion and Jerusi and tracked by Crystal Bellis and Paula. Take it away.
This is almost definitely going to be a good one. I mean, well, no, all the bracket matches are, let's be honest.
Yeah, so I think this might actually be the first in round 2.
No, Woodford and
Or-
Amphi were like, they
Oh yeah,
speed
Wolfram
ran
and
the,
Nancy, that's right.
they speed run Winners Bracket Round 2. That was like already a couple days. But yeah, no, they're all coming. Like, if you all like Wind Waker, be ready because Winners Bracket Round 2 is going to get knocked out in the next like 3 days.
Yeah, I think that
And then we're
like
going
the
to keep moving
deadline's
on from there.
Sunday. I know that like there's 2 matches today, 2 matches tomorrow, or there might be 3 or 4 tomorrow. Because me and Neef.
Wait, once you start factoring in Challenge Cup, yeah, there's even more. Yeah. So, but yeah, another one later tonight, and then, yeah, I think 2 tomorrow.
They're
2 or
spying
3.
at Northern Ferry. See if they have the quick thinking to go to Salvage Corp.
Being on Shizuka's side and not on Jim's. I mean, you'll get to him eventually, right? So, and Jim didn't actually miss out on anything. Not a problem. And we got like the right side sweep of dungeons. It's honestly pretty favorable. It has Earth Temple, and Earth Temple is like the classic one that people hate, but
it looks like Shizuka's going to Bomb Isle sub right away.
I can dig it.
It's interesting. It's all those random checks that like just could pay off.
Yeah, I do kind of, I mean, it's always hard to know because, you know, the chance of coming back to Bomb Island later is very, very high, basically a guarantee. But if something's good here, like, it's less likely that Jim would have come here, which obviously we know he didn't, right? So it can get that, like, a little bit of an advantage. It's hard to say. I mean, so far Windfall has been kind of, you know, boomerang statue.
Hey,
boomerang is honestly nice, right? No sword.
Yeah, unlike in Season 3 where you wanted to like put off Windfall, you want to get Windfall done out of the way in Season 4.
So I like the random starting island though, because it's not like always just like, oh, just go straight Windfall.
Yeah, just
even though that basically is kind of like a meta choice, right?
Yeah, if we had just starting island at outset, I think that most people will just get most of the checks at outset. And Shizuka gained the grappling hook there. Definitely.
Yeah, see, so that's actually, that could be really big.
That's actually insane because DRC is in logic.
True, that's so true. Oh my gosh. Wait, yeah. Because I've definitely, I mean, depending on where bombs or power bracelets are, I've last location Bomb Island sub before and gotten grapple. Just because it's
definitely gross.
kind of uncomfortable. And we're gonna see Mother and Child as well. Which is debatably useful. I don't know. We'll get there. Wait, was that 2 heart pieces from Tingle? Did I see that correctly?
Yes, it was.
Aww. Tingle giving love, but only kind of like 2 pieces. So is that like half-assed? It's half a container. Debatable. Yeah, here we go. There's Windfall. Can we go 3 for 3? Can you imagine? And I haven't seen Jim electing to grab rupees. Some people will route in rupees on Windfall, but...
Yeah, I really like getting the blue rupee underneath the bed, and then the ones in the maze, and then the yellow. Dob told me about the one underneath the bed.
See, it's weird. I actually don't like doing. I mean, I understand it, and I feel like I should adopt it, but I keep wanting to just greed getting rupees on the way that I usually don't bother. And then often I can like pick some up on like 6i Reef sub or something like that, but maybe I'm just being silly.
Yeah, the biggest thing is like we don't have it's not like we need them in season 3 where we just need them for Zunari trade quests, where it's normally later. If you don't get rupees and you get like you just get wrecked by the rupee count, it's like hard to get rupees sometimes. Like
That's true. No, that's very true. I guess I kind of go back and forth on it. Also, Windfall is not that exciting. Oh, so you can see what Northern Fairy has. I'm wondering, so I guess it's hard to know exactly what Shizuka might be thinking and whether or not he assumes Jim has that grapple and like did the Bomb Island strat too. But, you know, sometimes, at least for me, if I do like, oh, I'll check out Bomb Island sub, maybe that's a bit more uncommon. You feel like you have to cash that in hard if it pays out. So it's like, okay, let's prioritize grapple checks. So like maybe go to Pop Rent. Get skill of all, etc. Oh, especially if you get those.
And it's almost more like that
for Shizuka.
It's almost more like that in like more races with more people in them, where it's like if you've done full clear, or if somebody else skips full clearing overworld, if anybody does it, then they just win.
It could be a huge advantage, yeah. No, but you can kind of, yeah, when it's only 1v1, you can sort of read your opponent a bit better, but you know, maybe. You can at least attempt it. Yeah, if you're racing against like 10 people, who knows what everyone's doing. Yeah, that was Northern Fairy sub. The one with all the ropes. The pirate ship wannabe. Except I don't know. I now have more practice on that sub, but I think I still liked it better than the pirate ship ropes because I'm bad at those. Okay, so Shizuka is grabbing these money, but didn't grab 5 under the bed like you were talking about. So we're a bit short.
I also definitely checked Beetle and then just left Beetle at times.
Oh, like just see what he has, be like, oh, do I need 20? No, yes, okay. No, I think that's fair. If he's there, you want to know at least what he has. I think the information is worth the, you know.
And also, I don't know if this is like an intentional thing, but I feel like you get a lot of pairs on average in season 4, like just from text.
I think it might just be random chance, but it does kind of feel like that happens.
And like if you get one, you can dupe it, and that can avoid having to buy the 20 rupee item. If you
Imagine doing it from the island.
If you have
I like to do this from the boat. The boat gives you a slightly longer range on the boomerang. I think that is that random exclusive. I've been told it is.
I don't think it is, because it doesn't have to do with the fact that you have to hit like sea creatures with your boomerang, like the Octo. So it gives you a more
I guess
generous
that's true. I remember somebody mentioning that to me once, and I was like, "Is that? Oh, yeah." I'm like, "I'll believe you because I don't play SD." But I do know that the boat increases the range.
You're gonna climb up the mountain, getting a couple hops. Kind of scary.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. As long as you don't fall.
Okay.
Oh my god, Jim, please. Professional. Everyone, professional. I wasn't even worried. Not even, no. He is 100% in control.
I thought with how low he was just gonna sidewalk off, but then he just jumps and I'm like, ah, close.
Way in there. Oh, Jim got repoed.
Looks like Beetle took Jimbo.
There it is. Unlucky. Unlucky. That's kind of... That seems like it's been happening a lot. Actually, even more so than the windfall spot in like spoiler log.
Well, it's actually like very consistent if you just put the boat in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
The gambles are
See, and
open.
Jin, without the grappling hook, is choosing to go to Crescent Island instead first. Probably hoping to find grapple over there, perhaps, and being able to full clear Popper in one go. But
Yeah, it's always the question if you do this area early on. It's like, I think I prefer pop print first because there's the ghost ship chart and there's the leaf and like leaf
that's
speeds up this
honestly,
stuff so
I
much.
feel similarly about it. Yeah, I usually prefer. Yeah, because you're just playing a game of chance at that point, no matter what. And there's 3 checks on paw print, and I don't know. It's like if I go to paw print first and get grapple up at Crescent Moon, like I'm fine sailing back. I'll be happy to have grapple, right? So I'll take the time loss.
Yeah, and this check alone without like leaf or fire arrows just speeds us up so much.
It saves like a whole minute.
Yeah.
Not even exaggerating. Which, you know, over the course of like a 2-hour run might not sound like a ton, but a lot of these matches can be decided by like a minute, you know? That could be the difference.
Oh, this is actually really smart. I never thought of this. Jim is farming rupees here.
Oh, true. I dig that, actually, a lot. Yeah, see, I often get rupees at the, at 6 I reach sub.
I thought he was
Same
there's
idea.
also just the orb there.
Maybe he was just killing mini blends for fun. Oh, he's getting trolled in the ladder. Come on, guys. Leave off. Yeah, Shizuka's side hopping from a little bit higher than Jim was, so actually landing on the side of the mountain still.
Jim getting the wallet, so that opens mail check could pay off. We know it.
Did we
can't
ever
have
determine
the-
what we may have stored on Boulder? I don't see anything in inventory, so.
I didn't pay enough attention.
No, Shizuka has damage, so if it ends up being a heart, then we're good. I don't think Jim did at the time.
Yeah, Jim's fall was not quite far enough.
I think they're gonna end up high-fiving at Pop Front. So depending on what Shizuka finds on Scale the Wall, could kind of increase the item lead a bit further.
Shizuka checked his maps to see if it was the ghost ship chart, but he didn't go over because he has a Triforce chart. So
He might not have been able to go over, perhaps.
Oh, that might be a thing.
So, yeah. And so it throws me off when that happens when I play. I'm like, wait, why can't I move? Oh, I only have one. It's like, oh yes, that is how that works, isn't it? So, oh, bottle. That's kind of nice. And Shizuka went. Oh no, they both went to Mother and Child already. So
Yeah, it's
they're
only.
gonna
Yeah, I
have
was
to
gonna say it's
double
only
dip it.
unfortunate that they've both done it.
I always personally like to save that until right before I go to outset.
So Shizuka will actually save a decent amount of time here in the long run, assuming a full clear, because he can single dip pop print here.
Yeah, which could end up being like a 30-second time save.
I feel like it's a lot more than 30 seconds.
It might be. I'm trying to think of like warp and then sail to direct, like warp to windfall, sail to pop rent,
And then get in.
and then get
Save
in.
warp.
I guess yeah, it would be a bit longer. Fortunately, it's empty, so who knows? Wind gods, nice.
He's really looking for that grappling hook before going into pop print.
I would always want to check my mail there for sure. I didn't want to have that like awkward. Oh, I guess I gotta go back in. A belt.
Pop print just not have anything.
One more chance.
I'll take a-
Kind of. If you count that. I know I've heard some people say they hate getting tingle statues until it's the 5th one. It's like, don't give me that. But then eventually it's like, okay, fine. Overall, been kind of iffy. Hook shot, you know, kind of the big player right now. I mean, grapple is good, but because of DRC. But I still don't think we're gonna end up seeing DRC for a bit. No bow, no sword, no bombs, no fire arrows. None of the things that you want to make DRC go faster.
I'm gonna pick up his fairy here.
I'm assuming outset. Fans of Grandma. And basically everybody but Slam. Apparently. No, I just...
Yeah, and also, I think part of the logic of putting Grandma right now instead of like waiting to get a fairy in a dungeon is the fact that it's still day. So you only have to play Song
That's
of Passage
true.
once.
That's a good point. Helps manage the Go Ship cycle too. Although Gymnast already having been to Crescent, like, you've got some time to spare, quote unquote, just because you might want to pick it up at Bomb or Diamond. I think, for me, that's been one of the really, like, unexpectedly very fun parts of Season 4, is just how you try to manage your day-night cycle. Just with the Ghost Ship like in mind, like what choices you make to try to make it so that you can potentially get it in a good spot, and then eventually that breaks down often, where it's kind of like, okay, I need to get my items now, and if I end up finding it at all, I'll just one-off it somewhere.
Yeah,
Like, I
half the
keep it
time
in
it's
mind a
like,
lot, you know.
I'll do something like just swim from Forbidden Woods to Bomb Island or something like that when it's not there. Or when I've already done Bomb Island. Because if you swim to it from anywhere, it's not that bad.
Alright, what's under Grandma? Another one. It's a lot of pretty low sphere Tingle statues. It's to the point, like, I feel like Ankle is bait so often. It's to the point where I'm surprised when Ankle has something.
Shizuka's
Like,
just
oh
waiting on the
wow,
ladder for
this wasn't a
the...
waste of time. Oh yeah, so this sub is just a timer, a time-based thing. As soon as you've killed that first mini bun, all that happens is a timer starts in the background and you just have to wait for a minute. Which is, I don't know, it's interesting. So a lot of people just like elect to chill on the ladder.
And chilling on the ladder just gives you time to think about like your next steps. You don't have to pay any attention to the game.
Here, Jim is gonna check Grandma right now. Whereas it looks like Shizuka might be thinking about checking the Vanilla Leaf location. It should be like the second kind of, I would say, spicy check that he's done so far. Oh, interesting.
Is he trying...
I assume we're looking for a Wind Waker dive off of Beetle,
yeah.
but the boat's just kind of in an awkward spot.
Because you can actually get storage on that spot where he grabbed up.
Can you really?
Yeah, you
On the
dive
boat,
onto the
or?
barrel. You hit the barrel.
Oh, that
the
makes
barrel.
sense. Yeah. Oh, this is why I don't like parking the boat right near Beetle. There we go. I wonder if that could have been a little bit of race nerves for Shizuka. Taking a couple times to get that dive. Hard to say. But yeah, with Forbidden Woods and logic, people elect to wait on this check and route it in after you've fought Kelly Deimos, since it spawns you in the inner haven. But again, you know, if this has something good, like Leaf, for example, that would be a huge pickup.
Jim picking up his
Speaking
first
of,
sword.
yeah, we got that first sword. Out of logic behind bombs. over in Jaboon's cave. That's pretty nice. Yeah, Gabi, I feel similar.
An item in Jaboon's cave that's not just a Triforce piece? Kind of crazy.
I feel like I usually get either Earth God's Lyric or Wind God's Aria, but the one I don't need. No way! No way! That is so huge for a Shizuka. Vanilla Leaf. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Because there is a really good chance the gym is not going to check that for a while.
Yeah, normally that's going to be
No,
like a
I
last
wouldn't check
location.
that for a while.
For me personally, that would be a last location leaf. Other
Yeah.
than like stuff, I would probably check most things out of logic even.
And with the ability to leaf over subs, that could be a huge advantage in this race.
Jim did practice this right before the race started, so he should be set on this.
Oh, I've not seen that setup before. Oh, no, the sea hat. Why do they have to be there? Why do they have to suck so bad? Oh, I see Jim wanted to go for some side hops with the nut.
Yeah, I was also confused there for a split
I was
second
wondering
on
why
why
we
he threw it.
targeted. Yeah. That makes more sense. So now I assume Suzuka's just gonna wait until we get a sword.
Oh.
Or a, I guess, wait for something to kill the mini boss, and then maybe we'll see Forbidden Woods, because with Boomerang, Leaf, and Grapple, you basically have everything else. But that bow out of logic for Jim is pretty good. That could be a big deal. It's not out of what we know as logic, but it's out of logic for him right now. And routes in nicely with Diamond Step.
It's also crazy that like, you have to do bomb mile sub before you get leaf.
Yeah, that's true. At least we got power bracelets early, right? So going to Bomb Island doesn't feel like a complete terrible thing.
And we have swords, so that we'll probably actually see that pretty soon here with Cliff Plateau.
Also, looks like Shizuka's being kind to the trackers. I don't believe I saw him get storage here, so I think we're gonna actually see what this item is. Well, we would have known what that was anyways, because it would have incremented on the wallet as we left, but hey. It's kind of fun to see that chest get opened.
This torch might be a little tight. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, good call.
So when you...
I was surprised he didn't throw it at the top the first time.
Yeah, I think he probably meant to, or like when he pressed A, you take a little step forward, and that might have been enough.
Can you get rupees from those pots in Diamond Step? Jim just smashed up all those pots, and I can't help but think that's what he was looking for.
I have no idea.
Because with 13 rupees, if you do end up getting the bait bag, that's not quite enough to really buy what you might want to buy. But, I don't know. Maybe Jim was just angry. Needed to vent some frustration on some ceramic. As is the Link way.
I'm doing the cool clip out of bounds. That's literally just
Another sword. Out of bounds. So both the runners are really going to want to do what the other one's been doing so far, because the bow and swords would make Forbidden Woods look really nice for Shizuka, and the leaf and grapple would make it look really nice for Gymnast.
It's so hard to check Vanilla Leaf though early. Like,
yeah,
the
that's
real
like I said, it's a spicy play for sure.
The biggest question that I have is, will Jim go to Earth Temple without Leaf?
No, I don't think so. I feel like you check that before you go to Earth Temple. Maybe not, though. I could be wrong. I'm prepared to be wrong.
I don't know if I would, based on the fact that, like, Forbidden Woods is still in logic, so you're gonna have to go to Forbidden Woods eventually.
Yeah, it may end up depending, too, on, like, what's on Cyclos, right? Our bow is leaf-locked. We know this, so... that could be a big deal. Nothing in Bird's Peak. Yeah, so if Shizuka ends up visiting the sub that Gymnast is heading to, he will have the option to try and leaf pump over it instead of doing the combat. So even with the Master Sword, that's definitely going to be faster. But the Master Sword makes fairly short work of these dudes.
This sub is probably the shortest sub other than Bomb Isle sub. It's the shortest,
There's some
like,
nice
skippable.
double hits there, too. Yeah, see, Jim's collecting more money. It's
I
just
don't know
kind
about
of
going
tragic.
that far
He
out of the
just
way
doesn't
for the
happen
1
to
rupee.
find like one of the big money drops. Yeah, I think Shizuka's gotten like 1 or 2. Nice hook shot on the chest. And by the chest, I mean the torch. Okay, we're resetting back to Forest Haven. And Shizuka's back at Bomb Island. Interesting. Okay, I wasn't sure. I'm like, is Jim preserving the ghost ship cycle? And then no, I guess we're just getting it now.
Is there a chance that he's
Yeah, looks like it.
trying to get into, like, get grapple? Like, he's just going for grapple? Because unless he's just
Since he's
seeing that
here
there's a
already, it's
mailbox on Cliff
possible.
Plateau. Because it'd be better just to route it to have it on Cliff Plateau. Assuming he's going there next.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it for sure. Yeah, that's a good point though, because there is a mailbox on Cliff, so maybe he just decided I'd rather check this now and see if it would be preferable to do something else. I hate trying to hookshot that mailbox. It's faster in theory, but sometimes in practice it gets tricky because the waves. It makes me wish I had gyro. Even though doesn't make it free either.
I'm doing the OG strats here. Everybody back in like season 1 and season 2 would always use that storage.
Do it over on that side, yeah.
It also is more rupees over there, though.
That feels nostalgic kind of though, right? I don't know. That was where I first like really practiced a lot of storage, was that spot. Maybe I'm just turning into a boomer, I don't know. Clean cliff plat. And there's Jim's money. No longer forced to collect the green rupees from everything. So I would imagine after Bird's Peak, Jim picks up Bomb Island checks, which will hopefully net that grapple then.
Yeah, you almost definitely check Bomb Island after.
Wait, what happened with Shizuka? Oh, I thought we were storing. Sorry, I thought we were storing Cabana, but we're not. We just checked the top of the waterfall and pieced out. Probably doesn't want to do without hammer and without a sword to kill redeads. You can slip past the redeads. It's actually not quite that bad. I know Kolfra kind of scoped that out recently, but...
Yeah, I wonder if Jim's gonna opt to go to Cabana without the hammer. It wouldn't be the worst thing, but...
Yeah, it's tough. Like, it could get better. Because the hammer does really speed that up.
It would save a warp, though, so it's not like the end of the world.
Exactly, yeah.
Because we don't have
and the top of the waterfall is in logic with the hook shot, and you know, sometimes you start wondering, is that my leave? As you know, because it could be, as annoying as that is. Okay, we're entering DRC swordless and bowless for Shizuka.
And no hammer.
And no hammer as well, that's true. So we
We
are
wouldn't even be
committing
able
to
to do a
clearing it
hammered hover.
forward.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that sucks. Missing the side hop and just getting a ledge grab and dropping the pot.
And they're blowing up the pot. They're hitting the pots out of his hand.
They don't drop their
There goes that
sticks
one
with the
too.
boomerang, do they? Actually, don't know. I don't think so. Do they?
I don't think so.
I know you can shield it out of their hands, but that's kind of inconsistent, so. I don't know if it's the other.
Go for the jump. I normally just do the HD strat of going for the jump, unless if they're so far away that I know I'm not going to target them.
I've started favoring that version just because it makes lining up the stick throw kind of nice. And like, since Link holds the fire off to the left, it kind of feels better.
Trog Island claiming its next victim.
Yeah, the bomb, yeah. Oh. Wait, push it on. Oh, imagine.
Oh, is he gonna step on it? Okay. He
Okay,
might
is
push
Magtail
it
gonna
off.
move it? Yeah, go quick.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
I think it would have happened. I think it would have, but we made it. Thank goodness. Oh.
It's worse when sometimes they just step on it, like when they're not even in the ball form. And then...
Wait, can that happen? And that would trigger the cutscene, yeah?
Yeah, and then they step off of
Oh,
it right away.
dang, I've never actually seen that. Yeah, that sounds annoying. Still like this island, though. I think it's pretty... I don't know. It's so satisfying when you get it to go well. It's worth the hardship.
Jim hitting the jump slashes after... I actually know why. So, the reason why those jump slashes are happening is because he's trying to put away the sword. But for some reason, when you, like, hit a Magtail, it locks you in, like, L target for a little bit longer.
It's... yeah, I hate it. I have that happen all the time. Okay, so we have one small key for Shizuka, but without cutting down the platform and barring doing a hover. Can't go backwards. So it looks like Shizuka's just opting to check the basement check now. So depending on what's down here, this could end up being some time save for Gymnast. Checking checking the big key chest in DRC is pretty slow. And if it's just a small key that you could have skipped, coming back later, that can be a big deal.
Another thing with the question of going to Cliff Plateau, or not Cliff Plateau, Cabana, is if he's already like thinking ahead and where he wants to go next, he would have to really hot route to switch his route to.
Oh, now that we got the grapple, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what you do, right?
Looks like he is going.
And it looks like we're thinking it, yeah. I dig it.
Yeah, it's like once you have enough season, it's like you're gonna do this route, except if you get this, you do this.
Yeah, you really do start branching out the flowchart for sure. And I think that's just like when people say like routing comes with time. That's part of the reason why it comes with time. Also, small key in the basement. So if Gymnast is able to skip that later, that is just a straight time save for him. And with the bow in hand, I think it very likely Jim will not be grabbing that later.
Yeah, and with Jim getting storage there, it pretty much says that he's gonna do the cabana without the hammer.
Yeah. He was so fast, I didn't realize he canceled it. It's so different when you're watching it versus when you're playing it. Because when you're playing it, you have to press the B button twice, but when you're watching it, it just goes by so quickly. Like, wait, I assume he got it, like, you know. And these players are smart enough to know when they have storage, but I'm still worried.
Well, a lot of
Oh, does Shizuka have something to break this? I don't know if the boomerang will cut it. I'm gonna have to go and actually go back and get the the Bokoblin's stick, yeah. Hopefully he remembers that.
I think that he's probably, because he tried to hook shot it, he probably remembered somebody telling him at some point saying you can get it with just the hook shot, but then like didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, so if you don't have anything that can cut it, this guy has a stick that you can grab by throwing trap at him or deflecting it with the shield, which is what Shizuka appears to be going for. There we go. And by lighting it on fire, which actually, I don't think, because we have the grapple to get over there, you don't have to, because I think you can throw it and then get it, but this is just better. You can do that. Long story short, you can get rid of the wood. Gymnast was starting to crawl through the space, going back to actually do the hookshot fast strat. There we go. Notably though, not forgetting this chest, which is good, because that can happen when you clear through this, because that's normally the second one you get, not the first one if you come here with the hammer. So, you know, if you let autopilot take over, it can get you into
Come here with the
trouble.
hammer, you kind of just go right to the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you've never seen it before, this is how you would go about doing it. And yeah, the gap between the bars that Jim set out through earlier is like it's free basically. Anybody
Yeah,
who's interested in playing Wind Waker, I definitely urge you just to like go there and try that because it literally just lets you through.
it's very similar to the Songstone and Wind Temple.
Exactly. Now the one nice thing is since Shizuka has already gone down to the basement, we know all of our small keys are going to be on the way, so no storage strats required here. And the cabana, I think, was completely dead. I wonder if that means that cabana deed is just off in the depths of hell somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably like ET basement.
Yeah. Just super, super late sphere. But that's just unlucky at that point. And
Looks
Jim
like-
routing in 6-Eye Reef.
Yep,
So I don't
that's really good.
think we've seen
for
yet,
routing.
right? So this will be-
No. And it's also gonna be kind of slow because no leaf.
But at least
But-
Master Sword and Soup
Yeah,
if
Master
Jim
Sword.
wants to go for it. That's a hit quick spin. Moblins go down scarily fast to suit Master Sword. It's kind of very broken. I can only imagine doing that in HD then too.
Well, in HD, it's even faster.
Seems hookshot being wonky because of the waves.
In HD, you just jump / quick spin and it kills
Yeah,
them.
exactly. You don't really need to even worry about Soup. Okay, we're just gonna give him the 3 pokes and the spin. Oh, stick. Double hits? Question mark? Oh, nice.
It's so weird using the in there.
Yeah, you bang off the walls, you bang off the barrels, you bang off of just everything. And more swordless strats for Shizuka. You really want that sword. There we go. I don't know the specific damage value differences, but I'm sure it's like at least twice the damage of the stick.
I think that the sword is just the same as Master Sword.
It is, yeah. So is the stick the same as the butter knife? I don't know.
I don't think it is. I feel like it does less damage. But it might be. It is okay.
And that is a good point. Shizuka did just get the hammer in the previous
Oh,
round.
you know, it's I don't think quick spins do extra damage. That's what it is for either one of them.
Ah, that's fair. So that's probably why it feels weird.
Been saving it,
Not
DRI.
gonna lie, I was gonna say I missed where Jim went. Oh, we're going back to Pop Rent.
Yeah, we're going back to Poprin after saving at
So
DRI.
what do you think? Does Jim do getting pushed off by Magtail. Does Jim do Dragon Roost Cavern before checking Vanilla Leaf? Probably, right?
I think he does because it's not like super slow as long as you have grapple.
Yeah.
It's a real pain if you have to go in there without leaf and grapple, but
Actually,
that's
here's a good
really
question
rare.
too. Did he save at Dragoner's Island before
He
coming
did,
here?
yes.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, we're 100% gonna. Oh, unless flight control platform sub, maybe he wants to just route everything in the area with that
Yeah.
that safety save, the save scum save.
Especially with like bow and grapple though, because everybody is like scared of the jump slash to get into in the hub room, especially me. But you can just do the whole dungeon backwards, like go
Yeah, honestly, I
to
kind of prefer it that way even, because you
yeah.
just avoid like the room that Shizuka was just like getting a lot of grief from with that stinking magtail. You just get to skip it and go backwards through it. Ooh, almost getting that fairy on accident.
That room kind of comes with practice though, if you actually like properly practice it,
Oh no,
because
for
there's
sure, but it's still like kind of just awkward
yeah.
and faster to do it without having to wait for that lava cycle.
I see very many rando, even SD runners. Normally, it's generally just an HD strat that people use, but it works in SD obviously. Is the sound cues
I know
because
Scythiel actually posted about that on the racing Discord at one point. I thought that was very helpful
yep,
when they get that good cycle.
because you can have
Yeah, because
very
of course, yeah,
consistent
because
moves
SD
just
doesn't
blocking
care about the
there.
grapple at all. The grapple means nothing but time loss. And HD, it's everything. Yeah, this is just yet another spot that Shizuka is gonna have some time to save over Gymnast having the leaf.
Yeah, see how this sub goes too, because this sub can be a pain.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, leafing over it can be, as much as it's doable, I swear it's harder than some of the others. But as long as you get 7 good ones in there, a lot of the subs tend to be fairly consistent. Jim opting to kill all the chews. Trying to leave the L targeting to as little random nonsense as possible.
That one pretty
9
good for Jim.
arrows though, which is a bit,
Yeah, other than
yeah,
the arrow
like
count.
if we end up going, oh, that was a really nice jump slash. I actually need to start doing that.
Yeah,
If
jump
this is
slash is
nothing,
fine
then
there.
we're fine. But if this is something, okay, never mind. But I was like,
The only thing to be warned about if you do that jump slash is
if there's dudes still alive down there, probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same goes for
Yeah.
side hops. More so with side hops because if you get like if you don't get a frame perfect jump slash, it's like just sets you off a little bit to the side. But if you go for the side hop there because it stops you when you hit the ground, then it really throws you off your angle.
Makes sense. Well, with both of those checks completely dead, that was excellent use of a save scum save, and also
Looks like we are going
we're gonna
into
see.
DRI without the leaf.
And yeah, I think as we were saying, like, I think this is totally reasonable. I think I like this play a lot. Obviously, if I could tell a gymnast, I'd be like, hey, you know, you should go pick up that leaf. But I mean, you know, as just oh, nice jump slash. That is a very tight little strat.
Jim does get to go backwards, yeah.
And you
Wait.
doesn't have to worry about swordless strats, which...
Does he? I forget. Is there a key in the first 2 rooms?
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Okay.
So... That also will mean that Gymnast does not have to visit the basement. So I think this DRC is going to go quite a bit faster than it did for Shizuka, even not having Leaf, because going forwards with Leaf is not as good as going backwards with Leaf.
Does Jim know the strats to get through chest storage? Yeah. I'm not
I
sure.
assume so. Although, speaking of...
Because I know in a previous race a while ago, he had to like backtrack or like save warp out, but I don't know if he's picked up that strat yet.
I know he's definitely been more on the grind, so we'll have to see. However, him removing that bowler has me worried because currently he can't go backwards to this right side room. Okay, no, we're off on the right track. So I never really know. I've thought about this before. So if you shoot down the platform and want to go and ride it up, but you can't go backwards through the boarded up chest room, is it better to loop back around in the main room or go back through boarded chest and water, like water jugs? You know what I mean? I've
You
always
can't
meant
leap
to like
across.
time
It's
it, but
probably
I'm not
better
sure.
to go
Oh, that
through
hookshot is so smart.
backtrack.
I never thought to hookshot that before.
Yeah, I'd say backtracking is probably better. Because it's really far to get like all the way around in that room.
All the way around. Oh, they did. I think he did double pull the block, which helps speed it up. I will be honest. In Rando, I am a huge advocate for double pulling that block because the pull speed is so much faster in Rando than in SD. And half the time, if you pull it once, you want to go back there again later.
Welcome Raiders of Tango 3.
Oh my gosh, is that the Tango 3? Also, looks like Gymnast might not be opting to go forward or go backwards. And it may be due to what you were talking about. Unless he wants to check specifically this chest. But without the extra key now, there is no option.
Yeah,
So
he might.
I think
He might
this is
realize that
just
he doesn't have bomb to fire
wrecked
arrows.
by Dark Room, yeah. Unlucky.
Yeah, in this case, I think I just go the complete backwards route, but then store pot room on the way. And then you get bird's nest and jump off to. That's where you void.
And don't remember. I know we saw on Shizuka's side. I don't remember where the small keys were placed here. Because it would be very beneficial if Jim... Oh, nice cancel with the bird. I think that's just, to some degree, a little bit of luck, but that was looked cool. So if you take damage from the card rock as you're picking up the boulder, it knocks it out of your hands and just instantly breaks. There, well,
Yeah,
at
Jim
least there
getting
was
the
one
good
key
small
there,
key.
so we can small key skip. And avoid the basement. Potentially.
Assuming he stores. Oh, okay. The hope there was actually that he'd just store the small key. Or store that big key and then climb the mountain on the outside. But it
Yeah,
looks like...
just because visiting the basement is slow. But, I mean, maybe we end up going and just nabbing the dark room. Right, because you don't actually... Now that you've got everything on the left side, you can get the dark room from the other side, potentially. So you don't need that other small key.
Well, you'd still need a way to get through the boards.
You need a way to get through the boards, yeah, so if you end up doing like a storage strat or something, you
Yeah.
can get through. We'll see what he does, I'm not sure. Also, this flight control platform sub without a bow would not be my preferred thing to do. I will do everything in my power to not do this check.
Yesterday I had an interesting one. I did Ghost Ship with just the hook shots and the skull hammer.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He does have a leaf. I guess it looks like his magic is low. I think I missed that he was.
Oh yeah.
He attempted to leaf pump. I missed that. I don't know. I think.
It depends on how comfortable he is with that strat, because, like, personally, if I missed it, no matter how many times I'd miss it, I'd still reset
I
and
just
try
reset
it
it
again.
and get the magic back. Yeah. Because doing this with hook shot, I mean, as you're seeing, this is all these guys, and each wizard takes like 6 hits. It's a whole thing. My apologies, Shizuka. I got distracted by what Jim was doing on the left side and seeing what we were doing with the small keys. And the worst part, too, is we know that all that work is gonna lead to nothing. It's just unlucky.
At least we'll know where the octos are.
Where the octos are. For season 5, right? Right?
Of course.
Maybe? Promise? Could be interesting. Have potentially have bomb bags and quivers and logic. Imagine. Or is it just the quiver? I actually don't remember.
I want to say it's just quiver because the reason is because
It just takes
it's
so
like,
many arrows for
yeah.
the ones with like a billion eyes. Yeah.
Whereas it's a one hit with bombs.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. Oh, no Wind Waker equipped.
Yeah. There's a strat there that saves like a couple seconds, if that, but it doesn't save time if you have to equip the Wind Waker.
Yeah, it's like not really worth going for if you have to actually pause and do equips. But if you happen to have Wind Waker equipped already, okay, maybe we'll go for it.
Well, personally, I would have paused to do Wind Waker there because I would have done the storage strat to clip out of bounds here anyways.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. But then we wouldn't have known. Where's Tuba? I wouldn't have seen the Book of Baba. And that's very important. Also, Shizuka back at Cabana knows what top of waterfall is dead, but is interested to find out what's on the inside. So it was exactly what we were thinking. Shizuka waiting for that hammer.
So Georgie is working on fixing the thing, but they're both still going. Don't worry. It's just CSR podcast now. CSR radio.
Oh, I didn't realize we were in radio mode.
Jim got his Jim has 2 shards now.
Yeah, there was a shard and a song outside of Goma. And Jim is proceeding to do some DRC stuff backwards. Oh, we're just gonna break the pot that way. Interesting. Jim dropping down from above to that pot.
That is
in
kind
the
of
pot
crazy.
room. That's kind of fun. I've never considered. All right. So this is a question. What does Jim do about Dark Room? Stick in hand, we're gonna spawn the chest. Obviously, are we gonna store it and go backwards, or are we just gonna, hope that Dark Room is dead? But it's not because I was Skullhammer. I could imagine us storing this. Who almost opened the chest. Jim was in
That was a
front
close
of it
one.
and then rolled away at the last second and pulled out the Wind Waker. We are indeed storing this to go check Dark Room. So I kind of I can get behind this strat, is what I'm trying to say. Instead of having to bother doing the storage stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and smash his face into the boards and hook shot the Dark Room chest through it. Skullhammer been acquired. And
Realizing that he cannot go backwards to that.
yeah, I think Jim wanted to
Yeah,
go
I think
void by the bird's nest, like you said.
I think his muscle memory more or less just took over and said open the door. Then he realized that he just needs to go back.
Also, I just lost the streams on my end now too. I'm just as blind as chat. Yikes.
Guess I'm the
Yep,
only one who will keep watching the stream.
Yeah, we're having some slight tech issues. Sorry about that, folks. Tress is working on it.
Okay, let me refresh and see if I can get.
Oh, it's back on the restream.
So we should just always.
Back.
We should just blame Trez. Moral of the story.
Nah, blame me anyway.
Yikes. Let me see if I can refresh and see what we got. I mean, I imagine Jim goes to fight Goma. Shizuka doing Cabana stuff, probably. Commercial break. This restream brought to you by I don't know. Something.
Squarespace.
Squarespace. Shizuka being the first one to go into Forbidden Woods.
Oh, we're doing the Forbidden Woods. Wait, do we still not have a bow or a sword? I guess we have hammer, so hammer can take out the mini boss, right? So that's not a huge problem. Or, you know.
Yeah, we do
That's
have
the
the hammer.
solution.
It can also kill Kali
in
Demos.
that case, that's fair. Yeah.
Well, we... God, we also have the boomerang, so it's not as bad.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it manageable. It's very interesting. They're clearing through the game with like basically completely like different mindsets, and it's very cool to see.
I haven't seen many people do the left side there. On climbing up the wall.
Like it works just as nicely. But yeah, I agree. Normally you just go up the right.
Well, I'm wondering if you can like even get to the very edge, or if that leaf was like required.
That's a good point. The geometry might have been weird. I didn't even know there was a left side. That's fair, Artemis. That's fair. You know, if you're ever feeling like you want to kick back with some Wind Waker, but you're not sure what you want to do, just get chest storage in random rooms and try messing around. It can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, saying leaf is required to get into FW. I know some people who would say otherwise. You could hover for a while and just go in.
No, thank you. But it's true.
Okay, the hovering method is actually... The hovering method is easier than the door cancel method, in my opinion. But
That might be fair. The door cancel method looks somehow more dumb. More finicky. Alright, Jim at Forest Haven. I'm not sure what he's really got in the overworld left. Not much, I think. So I think...
he's probably questioning everything about the seed.
Yeah. I mean, he knows
Yeah,
his
it
leaf
looks like
has
he
to be
will get his
somewhere.
leaf.
Has he checked Cyclist yet, now that I think about it? Because like he may have even just been like not prioritizing that because he knows it can't or isn't probably isn't leave, you know, or less likely
Yeah, not
to be
sure.
leave. So
It's also really good that the seed didn't like throw him off and like give him bombs and command melody and Earth God's lyric to put him into Dungeon or Earth Temple.
oh gosh, yeah. I still always think that the early Earth Temple dip is perhaps the spiciest of all plays. I don't know. I
Especially in this
prefer
seed
it.
with none of the other 3 dungeons in that like trio of in between or warp pots in between dungeons being the thing.
Oh, yeah, true. So then there's that extra pressure of like, I should clear this now. I don't want to have to sail back. A gym with the bulb skip, nice. And vanilla leaf. What a time to be alive. Oh yeah. If you didn't know, yes, leaf is vanilla this seed. So,
Luckily, the good thing about going in this way of Forest Haven is that you have the wind the right direction.
that's true. That's very true. We'll take what we can get. And another shard for Jin. So now, it wouldn't surprise me if we see actually Gymnast head into Forest Haven as well. Or Forbidden Woods, excuse me.
Zuke doing a cool strat in here to skip the grappling hooks.
Having swords though, I think is gonna set up Gymnast to have a nicer clear. Not that sword helps like a ton in this dungeon. Boomerang is really the true king of Forbidden Woods. I'm not seeing
Crazy
the
that-
Char on Shizuka's side, so definitely didn't store that.
Yeah, it's crazy that we're almost an hour in and we still haven't seen fire and ice arrows.
Yeah, the only bow we have is only finally in logic. I wonder if that could mean bow shenanigans. Because I think some of the only overworld checks that we hadn't seen, we haven't seen. Have we seen Greatfish? I don't know if either one of them ended up getting out that way. Greatfish, Islet, technically isn't in logic, and like Headstone.
Yeah, I think as well as Needle Rock. But that's not in
Yeah,
logic.
without the
That's
bait
big.
bag, yeah, it'd be. Yeah. So. Oh, and Cyclos. I think Cyclos. But now we have the ghost ship chart, so that could be cursed. We have, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Ghost Ship right after Forbidden Woods putting it at Bomb.
Yeah, I
Since
think
we've
Jim
already...
should definitely be on cycle for it. Shizuka, it may even still be at Diamond Step.
Yeah, Shizuka can make the cycle at Diamond Step, he could, but Jim's already done Diamond Step, so it should definitely be better for him just to do it at Bomb.
No, for sure. So far, not the most inspiring Forbidden Woods we've seen this tournament. We've had some stacked Forbidden Woods on some of these races. But it's not over yet. Oh, wait, we have bombs. I just noticed we have bombs. When do we get bombs? Do we store bombs? Like, wait a second. Alright, I take it back. Bombs are pretty good. Pretty exciting. Hurricane Spin can be exciting. Not everybody likes Hurricane Spin, but Earth Temple and Logic
Hurricane
could
Spin,
use that on
yeah.
Jahala.
Actually, a seed that has Earth Temple.
Actually, could be kind of fun. And Lord Shizuka dipped into that bulb to get the extra magic. Oh, it just kind of got snatched out of the air. Also, nice iron boots. Iron boots are like such a sad item in this game. They really just don't do very much.
Well, they step on some switches that you can't get past without them.
I mean, no, like, that's true, but I think a lot of other items are like pretty multifaceted, and iron boots are just kind of like, you know, they're heavy, I guess.
They're heavy.
They did some interesting stuff with the Stoneheads in Wind Temple where you can only pull them down if you're wearing iron boots, but it's like
They
the
don't
only
even do
place
that?
that happens, you know what I mean? Finally a sword, and an hour in for Shizuka. Still
Well,
not having visited Outset and getting that Jaboon sword.
You don't need iron boots to get into Shark Island.
It's true, you don't. Nice boomerang through the tree. Oh, the cat.
Those
Oh,
PS
the
can be such
cat,
trolls.
Jesus. Oh, this room is so terrible. And there's Command, so somewhat forced dungeon order in that regard. Mini bots down. Looks like Shizuka is just gonna opt to ride the flower. there are faster ways to get down this, but if you screw it up, then it's not faster than just doing this.
Yeah, the only time that I ride the flower now is if I need to get in with chest storage.
Oh,
Because
so
then you
just in case, yeah, that's fair.
Because a strat that was brought up to me a while ago that I ended up using yesterday was storing the Tingle statue chest. So you clip in there.
Ah, true, because it's not in logic. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point. Yeah, all that work for pear. Hey, you
And
couldn't have known.
actually,
Wasn't a
coming to,
dungeon item, you couldn't have known.
coming to think of it now, you could actually do the same thing with the DRC check in the hub room to get into the dark room with chest storage.
No, no, because then you have bombs then, right?
That is a good point.
But you're not wrong though.
But not if you can
You
use the
are not wrong. You're very correct. But
Not if
also,
season 4 didn't do the unbelievable act of banning the tuner.
that's true. Rip tuner. But also, as somebody who does not have a tuner or a Game Boy Advance and a link cable, I can't say I'm as upset. Though I will say, I do think that tuner strats can be really cool. Ooh, that was really solid cut. Oh, actually, no, the TWW one of the vines at the back. No, you're wrong with you. And thankfully we found a sword in here, so we can go for some quick spins. It is with the butter knife, so it has to be pretty clean. Not quite, but we do have bombs, so we could back it up with bombs. Also, Gymnast is doing some...
Yeah, Jim stored the wrong door that you want to store there, so it actually just unloads that room instead of, because it stores that door, which makes the door go away. He could actually still open the door from that side. It's still like there. You can open it, but you can't. It doesn't have.
Is he in double modular room?
That was in. I don't think so. I think that was in
The Morph Pit? To
Yeah.
be honest, I was looking at Shizuka's screen. I looked over at Jim and saw him standing in front of a door frame with no door and no world beyond, and went, "Oh, interesting. Very interesting." Shizuka's sword was right there. I believe in the by the red flower. When I say right there, referring to what Jim was on Gymnast's screen. You know, very intuitive, very, very smart commentator. Obviously. Shizuka. Oh, hitting the Octo chart. Glad we got that Octo chart right from Flight Control Platform. Oh, the P-Cat. Neither runner getting out of this room unscathed. But yeah, like that. Just instantly open up the ghost ship chart before you forget. Take no chances. Ooh, a final pearl. A mail check leading to a mail check. How exciting. An orca with a second bow. Well, there it is. That'll be fire and ice for Jim once he gets out of here. And Shizuka with the fairy. I feel like we have to start thinking about outside at this point. Though, to be fair, we actually picked up that fairy in Dragon Roost Cavern, so we've had it for a bit. Wait. Wait. What's that? Okay, so for those of you not following along there, because blinking you missed it, Bomb Mail got Ferrora's Pearl, Orca gave a bow, and then Kamali's father which we got because of Bomb Mail gave another bow. So Gymnast will have light arrows when he leaves this dungeon. And Shizuka getting boosted from no bow straight to Fire and Ice and able to route in Ice Ring immediately. Yeah, like how Forbidden Woods was looking not that loaded and is now super loaded.
Forbidden Woods just always loaded in Season 4.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like, I think if Shizuka had... Shizuka was just clearly waiting for something to kill the mini-boss, right? And then came here immediately. It's like, oh, I have the hammer now. Alright, we're time to do another dungeon. Because there's just so much good stuff.
What more do we need from Jim's side before... We need 2 more shards.
We're really not looking for... Oh, wait, also, we got B groupie.
And sword.
An ice ring, got Trevor. But yeah, we're looking for a sword. And I think we're looking for... It's just 1 shard now? So he needs 3, I believe.
He'll get the one from Cali Demos and the one... Because he has 4 right now. He'll get his 5th on Cali Demos.
Oh, so we are missing 2. Yeah.
Or wait, does he have? Or do you just track early, maybe?
We'll find out for sure when he picks it up, I guess. Also, Ice Ring. Not required. But some kind of fun stuff. Money and happiness and love. I don't know. 3 more. So we are indeed looking for 2 shards, yes. And Shizuka not having been the diamond step, I wonder what the time on that ghost ship is. Actually, speaking of, looks like he's not taking any chances. We're gonna go straight to diamond step now, and we'll go back to outset later.
Time of day.
Yeah, so we'll see in a second once he gets further away from outset. It should tell us how close this is gonna be. I can't really tell based on the skybox.
Oh, it's free.
We're fine.
He could on horse.
Cruise and still make it. Okay, maybe not, but as long as we don't hit the octo, this angle is a bit if. Yeah, I think we've passed it at this point, so we're good. And Jim just gonna go ahead and casually correct the, excuse me, Jimothy.
Yes, Jimothy.
The light arrows, hooray. Incredible. And I didn't catch, is his ghost ship at Bomb Island still? I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter because we're going to Ice Ring. Understandable. Who knows, depending on what's on Angular, we might not end up seeing the Mirror Shield. Because Earth Temple not looking so hot. Earth Temple looking kinda pretty empty. So there can't be too much
Oh,
there.
it could have a tingle statue that leads to like sword.
That's fair.
It'd be pretty mean, but it could
It
happen.
would be very mean. It's the, I mean, oh god, that's such a classic. It's like 4 Sphere Zeros and then also like 1 in Earth Temple and it leads to nothing. Classic. Also, I missed it, but was there anything on Ghost Ship? I don't think so.
I didn't see.
Gave love? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought I saw. God, I'm like all over. Now Shizuka gonna finally get the Master Sword. We do have bombs, leaf, hookshot, yeah, hookshot, and sword. So we could do the super fast clear.
No bomb strat.
But we're gonna go ahead and go for the partial. And big love for Gymnast on Ice Ring. I wonder if he elects to check top of Angular. Since the sail from Ice Ring to Angular is about as short as it's gonna get. Even though no mirror shield, it's kind of like, eh. And I think I might be correct. I see the future and tell you where the shard is gonna be. I think we all know it's gonna be Many Mirrors' right chest. Where it always is. Obviously.
The worst is in spoiler log when something's in the left chest, but then Command Melody and Mirror Shield are both like out of the way to get.
They're both like, yeah, in hell somewhere, yeah. No, just do the half clear strat and you can do it without. Easy. Actually, no, never mind. Ooh, we're gonna store it.
Yeah, we might see. I'm
I think we're
guessing
gonna see
maybe the
headstone
strats go to the
stuff,
top
probably.
headstone. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as we don't get wrecked by
Well,
the Luchu.
I guess we're just walking there. We're not swimming. Or maybe?
Maybe, you have to... I don't like, once I drop down, I just commit to sailing, trying to get storage, because it depends on the water level to reset the storage. Like, no thanks. I wonder if Jim just...
I wonder if
like,
he
if it
meant
was like a
to
small
go
brain fart
neutral.
kind of thing.
I wonder if he
Yeah,
just
or
forgot to go
potentially that
neutral.
too. Yeah, you just miss neutral and go leaping to your doom. Shizuka continued on from Diamond Step.
Also, hopefully,
Red Needle.
Jim doesn't hit the Octo that's very close here.
It's true. Should hopefully avoid it.
Yeah, we should be good.
That'd be
It's like-
really bad though, considering the chest storage. Not that he doesn't have his item already, he does, but
I mean, you could just
know,
kill the Octo.
we just don't. I guess that's true. You actually could. Yeah, I suppose it's probably what you would do at that point, huh? You've already invested the time in getting the chest storage. Okay, I didn't see anything in the inventory screen immediately. But we're really just mainly looking for a bait bag or a shard. Like, that's kind of everything. And there's the mirror shield. Depending on what's on Angular, Gymnast may have to return. And money. Bait bag not looking so hot. That's another empty bait bag check as well. And I think Bird's Peak was also empty, so every bait bag check we've seen, there's everything but Big Pig, has not been anything. So again, bait
Also,
bag may be in the depths of hell somewhere.
this is gonna be a bit slower than an optimal full clear because we don't have a mirror shield. With the optimal full clear here.
That's a good point.
Jim did get a tingle statue though. He has 5 tingle statues.
Nice catch. I did not. I was not even looking. That was the other thing I should have been thinking about. I don't know. This is interesting. I mean, a mirror shield can technically be an Earth Temple, but it's tough to say. Also, speaking of Earth Temple, both of the runners are once again gonna be in the same dungeon together. Nice torch, huh? Although this time I'm much favoring Shizuka's lineup of items, even though the gym does have light arrows. You know what? You know what? Actually, Jay, I could see Jim blitzing Jalhalla and leaving.
Maybe.
That might be what we see.
That'd be so rough though with the fact that Mir can be in here.
It's true. Like, maybe you just store this chest and then you do double floor master. Well, no, I guess you could still... It gets so tricky. But you can just store this one and then... or one of them on the right side. Make your way into the floor master, bring a medley with you. Get those, store the second one in there, and then... Yeah, see, like even right there, Gymnast looked like we were setting up to play the command melody to open or to light up the main room, but we can't do that without the mirror shield. So ET gets really awkward. This is why it can be referred to as the Run Killer Dungeon. Although I feel like that ended up being a term lovingly given to it in Spoiler Log.
Yeah, spoiler log. Everybody will always just forget one thing in it. And
It's
be
so
like, oh,
easy. There's so
Oh.
oh my god, there's so much to remember for Earth Temple.
That's right. You do need command melody. to,
Like,
move
you do need command
every-
melody for like the first chest. You do need Skullhammer for the right side. You do need Skullhammer for like the middle peg if you have no way of skipping it, like leaf or something. Like, you do.
Especially when you're not using like the tracker to like
Also,
track
speaking
your
of
items.
things that you can't do, you can't get that chest unfortunately
Well,
without mirror
you can.
shield.
You just
Well,
need
you can,
that
but
storage to
not
do
once
that.
you've opened up that first chest. And this is where you start to get into like a sunk cost fallacy, where you know you can't help but want to keep progressing forward since you're here already, but it's like, is it worth just cutting your losses at some point?
I wonder if we're gonna see Jim do the command melody skip in here just to replay command melody. Because if you make Medley move slowly, you can skip her for one of the blocks, but then he'll have to do it to actually push the block to open the treasure chest.
Yeah, we'll have to see, because it's not as punishing in Rando to play command melody as it is in SD. You don't have to watch that cutscene every single time. Oh, there you go.
I did moderately call it.
You did in fact call it, as including the part where it's like, okay, now you have to play it though for this part.
But I know that I've definitely also done that before.
Yeah. What does that have in vanilla? I don't even know. Nothing?
It's compass, I think. Yes, compass.
So basically, yeah, nothing. Anyway, here's a question. Also, rip the purple ruby in for Master Room. Oh, Shizuka hasn't saved Grandma. We don't have soup. Oh, that's so awkward. We're just gonna go for the rapid fire technique.
We do have ice arrows in Skull. But...
That's true. I know sometimes some people just favor this one
In
just
the arrow
because it can be jank. No way. Oh my god.
that is an item.
Oh my god. Sword on left side? Jeebus. Alright, we're looking for shards. Hyrule officially dead. Ay ay ay. Freaking left side, dude. I can't believe it. I wonder if Jim just lights up the right side statue and skips this fight. Although, to be fair, I don't know why he wasn't just using light arrows, you know what I mean? Just blast him.
I really think it's better for him to just store this and go back down. But... like, store that chest and use it to get down into the basement.
It's looking like what we're doing, actually, I think. Yeah, you kill the guys, you get the partial ledge clip, and then you just get in.
Well, he doesn't have any chest to store.
He just stored the statue one. As you were saying it, I think he stored it.
I thought he just opened it.
Did he?
Because if
Oh,
he goes into the mini boss room.
am
it's
I
just...
crazy? Did I watch Shizuka and then think Gymnast did it? I think that's exactly what happened. Oh my god. I was like, he totally did that, right? Nice big key. We take those.
Shizuka clipping back in bounds.
Like broke my mind. It definitely doesn't have chest storage. I don't know what happened. I
Wait.
swear. Oh my god.
Oh, Jim's doing small key skip now.
Yeah. I mean, so at this point, he knows that Mirror Shield is not here, but he might just be able to skip it. It's certainly possible.
Yeah, he's really just looking for the shards.
Imagine there's two things on the left side. No way, right? Unless. Yeah, I don't know why I thought Gymnast. I think I was looking at Gymnast, watched Suzuka's store for Master, and went, ah yes, Gymnast did that. Opting for the leaf pumps even with the hook shot.
Give me the hook shot.
This is just, I think this is just the autopilot kicking in. There we go. When you run the game, you don't have hook shot here. No,
Oh,
no.
One more.
No. That's not okay.
But he is gonna have to leave,
Oh
unfortunately.
my god.
Or
Now imagine
unless-
it's actually in freaking...
Actually, he could still continue this dungeon.
He
but
could still continue. I
Oh
think
my
at
goodness,
this
he
point,
might.
maybe you just go kill Jalhala. You could even get the right side chest, and you could get
Well,
the big key chest. Like, you can clear stuff in the basement, you know, and depending...
I wasn't saying it's fun or easy to clear stuff still, but
Oh, no, for sure not. We're carrying Medley through again.
yeah, we're gonna do a ledge clip with Medley to clip out of bounds. Is what I'm assuming he's gonna do. Well,
Yeah, but then how does he get up there? Yeah.
actually, not sure.
I think he's thinking about it. No, but
Because you can clip out of bounds on like one of these sides of that here too.
Oh, yeah, and then you put her by the
Oh yeah, door
frame,
storage is
right?
also a good thing. Yeah, door storage tingle chest is also good.
No, but he wants Medley to be able to, get into the Four Master room. I assume. So
You
yeah,
can
you can get behind the door, pick up Medley, and then get her out of bounds and command Melody her in. Not a strat you often see.
Yeah, I think. Oh, that's.
Nice save. I think you should still get her to flap. Nope, not quite. Yeah, you definitely want to throw her there. Shizuka's really having a hard time with this storage here. And we know the big key's over on the left side, which admittedly Shizuka very much wants to go to at some point this race. That will be paramount. And I don't remember if there are bomb drops in this room. I know Shizuka was certainly hoping there was. Not getting the drop that we want. There it is. Nicely done. And Jim bringing Medley down there. And I'm gonna soup up and follow with the leaf. Not your typical Earth Temple clear, that is for sure. But if the remaining shard ends up being in Earth Temple, this could be very big. And I do not believe we have any evidence to the contrary.
Yeah, I think the route that Gob was talking about. Yeah, because we need Medley. I'm silly.
Yeah, it's all just, it's tricky. So... And the worst part is, too, I don't even know if there was anything over here. However, the storage in this room will let Jim continue on quite easily, so that's good. And that can be worth it. Worth the
hopefully
effort,
he'll
perhaps.
just go in there and then do the rest of the dungeon with storage.
Didn't even Hurricane Spin the boss room. Actually, where was Hurricane Spin? Does Shizuka have it?
I
don't
think
remember.
it was somewhere in Forbidden Woods.
It was somewhere in Forbidden Woods. They definitely both have it. So yeah, I guess they have it marked on their personal trackers. So. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, soup on the Four Masters. So good.
I think Shizuka's sword cheese make.
If Shizuka's sword cheese, then Gymnast is gonna be a very happy boy. Soon enough.
Let's see when.
God, if that's true, that's just what the heck. 3 items in Earth Temple and 2 of them are on the left side. Are you serious? Left side more packed than everything else. Oh, Jim doesn't have a key. Shoot. Wait, how does Jim not have a...
Well, he's gotten one. Wait.
Oh, who didn't get the
wait.
Destructible Walls chest.
Oh, true.
So I think that's confirmed a key now.
And
So he
he
doesn't even
stored
have to go back for it.
Yeah.
And he would have just stored one too. Well, that's nice knowledge. He hasn't marked that off on his tracker, but I think he would figure that out soon enough. He's bringing Medley with him, which makes me think that he,
Well, he does. I'd missed to see if he had the piece Triforce or not, but yeah, Jim already has a big key, so he doesn't have to do the big key skip, so he can just open this and see what it is.
yeah. Which he's clearly electing to. Oh, there's no issue with it being stored cheese, more than just kind of funny. That it happened to work out that way.
Curious
And
on
it'd
if
be good for
he's
Gymnast because
gonna.
that means that there's cheese in this room, which is the last thing that he's looking for.
I wonder if he's gonna avoid here because he doesn't have to. He knows it. Okay. He knows it's a key, but he. Yeah. It was a key.
I mean, to be fair, when you're clearing out Earth Temple in a
Yeah.
in a different manner like this, I think you've already got like 10 other billion things on your brain. Like, how do I do this next room without mirror? How do I do this next room without mirror? And this next one? And this next one? Yeah, you gotta like each kind of step it along each step of the way. And now I'm like, we've brought Medley with us, but now we're gonna store this, but we have the big key. I don't know. Again, I'm kind of in that same mindset of like, this is not a typical Earth Temple route. This is not really something that you practice. Also, we now just have a confirmation, if anybody doubted my logic reading, that it is indeed a small key in the Destructible Walls chest.
Oh yeah, good point. He could be bringing it to mirror him because he doesn't have a mirror shield.
Good point, good point. You get into the Stalfos faster. Oh no, but then you'd have to...
Yeah,
I
what
don't
is
know.
he storing it for? Because Stalfos isn't that bad. It's just a ledge clip, which I know Jim
Yeah,
isn't
and I'm
really
sure
scared
he's
of.
fine for that, yeah. And then he'd have to find somewhere to void, too. I don't know. I think that might have, again, just be like, I should store this, right? I always store this, and then, oh, maybe I didn't want to store that, actually. Because he's likely going to want to ditch that storage. We'll see. He may have a big plan for it, and I am prepared to believe that that is true. No, you can get up through this. Oh, I know what he's doing. Wait. No, I don't. He's getting up there, which you can do. What does that do for him?
Is he gonna... Oh, he needs Medley to get into the Stealthful script. Because he doesn't have the Mirror Shield, and he'd be able to open the Stealthful script.
Does he though? Okay, we're ditching our storage. That was a pretty sweet command melody skip though, I will say.
Yeah, because I think that Hundo uses that route, or uses that strat, but I think Hundo stores an obsolete item in order to do that.
Also, we saw a small key skip from Shizuka to get up here into the fight. So, as long as he goes back for blocks from chest, we will be okie dokie. Gobby with the accidental sabotage on Jim. Putting too many strats into his brain. Can only hold so much Wind Waker knowledge. I have to imagine there's a lot packed in there right now. Is it gonna be here? As foretold? No, it's not. I'm sorry, everyone. I led you astray. I'm sorry.
Clearly in the left chest.
Have we seen the map yet? I think we have, right? I want to say that's all the dungeon items.
Can you bomb boost out of here? What Shizuka's doing? I guess you can. Sure.
Obviously, yes, apparently. I didn't know. If you have the leaf, I usually just opt for that. It's actually really... It's kind of nice to know. Not gonna lie. When I've not had leaf before, I've taken Medley all the way back in there to get out. Shizuka scoffs at the big key and leaves it behind. Has no need for such trinkets. Well, this Earth Temple has been nothing if not exciting for both of you. I don't always see a mirror shield this Earth Temple. As Shizuka gets shard from number 6. Looks like we want to hopefully knock down that Stalfo so we can leave in peace. I like the idea of throwing a bomb down there, that's pretty good.
Jim is really hoping for the Triforce piece in here.
This would be big if it's not here. You could make a big argument that it would make a lot more sense to come back later. I'm using the shield on Medley's back to go ahead and open up all of these. Unfortunately, since we know where it's like all, I feel like it's all the more tragic just because we know where Mirror Shield is, seeing as Shizuka's got it. And it's just chilling there on Needle, waiting for whoever dares grab.
The last... Oh.
No, we don't have the map. Is that what I just saw?
Yeah. So the last check is
but I don't think Gymnast. I think Gymnast thinks it might still be
yeah.
destructible walls because we haven't rolled out as a small key. Which is really unfortunate because we could skip this and that check, and now he might think he has to come back for it. That is a bit unfortunate. No, we have not found the last shard. Turns out, ET left side would have been the play. Not that both runners are not gonna clear the basement. And there's the map, and now Jim is gonna be worried, I think. Thinking that he's gonna leave that check behind. I don't know if he's so worried that he's gonna do anything extreme. I mean, I don't think you even can anymore. Only chest left in the whole dungeon is the Tingle Statue chest. I don't think you can get that back up, can you? Not without lighting up the main room.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
So, there'll be no... And at that point, obviously, you have Mirror Shield.
Trying to think of something like really silly or something, but no, I don't think that there's anything.
So, just a Jahala and dip. Yeah, we'll be able to check out Vital Mail, we'll be able to check out Ankle. To be fair, there's a bunch of Overworld we haven't seen, so it could be any number of places. I'm surprised actually we didn't see the we didn't find the bait bag, nor did we find Cabana Deed in Earth Temple.
The
Or
only way
if
that
we
I
have
can
Cabana
think
Deed,
of,
they stored it and haven't checked delivery bag.
the thing that I just thought of would be super wild if somebody ever did it, but it requires Tingle Tuner, so it's banned. So you get
Unlucky.
storage on the Tingle chest, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you have to store the text on the Songstone, and then you unload the door. You like open the door so that both of the rooms are loaded.
Oh, sure.
Actually,
no.
no.
Yeah.
No,
I
'cause we
see.
still
I see
need-
where you're kind
we
of
keep that
getting
room
at.
loaded. Actually, never mind.
Yeah.
I also don't know how those two doors would interact if you store both of them. But then
Also,
if
there's
that
a nice half
if you
clear
get
strat for Shizuka.
if you get back into the hub room and you can just get out of bounds easily, you just hover up and then leave after you use the Tingle Tuner to heal.
And no hurricane spin either. Yeah, I imagine at this point Jim just doesn't want to spend any more time in Earth Temple. I mean, you can see, right, how much faster the basement went there for Shizuka having that Mirror Shield. Jim had to work a lot harder.
Luckily,
the same thing.
for
He did
Jim,
have
even
light
though
arrows, actually.
even if Jim's worried, this check should be like the very last check that you'd check. So
That's true. And at this
he's
point, you
thinking-
just hope it's not there, and if it is, unlucky, right? You know. If he ends up not realizing that that has to be the small key, that's the only thing left that it could be.
Yeah, there's one more check in Earth Temple, technically. It's not in the Earth Temple, but it's an Earth Temple check.
That's true. That could be pretty big. And we're gonna go see Headstone Sub. Imagine Headstone Sub as a shard. Wouldn't that be icing on the cake? I don't believe either one of them has done this.
That would be crazy.
Okay, yeah, by the way, all the extra stuff you did in the basement, yeah, unnecessary, turns out. It was here all along. It'd be extra troll if this was Mirror Shield. It's not, but imagine. And that's 2 emptied Earth Temples. Both
Wait, so
runners.
Jim also hasn't done Cyclos yet, right?
No, I still don't think we've seen it. I imagine we're gonna see it in a second.
Yeah.
That's actually where I thought he was going, and before I remember that we hadn't seen Headstone Sub yet. We got some sweet double magic there. I remember back in the day when I thought Cyclus was gonna have the other bow, and turns out they were just both blind nail checks and FW. Those were the times. Shizuka still hasn't not been to outset, which is crazy to me. Just leaving behind those Sphere Zeros for an hour and 40 minutes.
That is really
Like,
crazy.
that'd be so nerve-wracking for me. I hate leaving Angular alone and for too long, and that's one check.
Oh, if I don't have Mirror Shield, no point in going to Angular.
Yeah, I try to also, I agree, I try to leave it as much as I can. Alright,
Suzuka
Cyclos.
not correcting
Nope.
analog glitch.
Oh, yeah. The classic. Yeah, if you've ever wondered why sometimes Link just pieces out after you go up a ladder, just right before you reach the top, let the stick hit neutral, and you'll have a much better time.
Oh, we also haven't
Link
seen
will still finish
Great Fish.
climbing it, too.
This is
Wait, have we
also
not
crazy.
seen Great Fish?
Or Isle of Steel.
You're right, because Shizuka went up there from Diamond Step. That's right. Oh, I totally forgot. Totally forgot. That's so crazy. Great Fish is so fast. And this could be it. It's really gonna come down to this wild thing. Here's bait bag, nice.
Well, luckily now we can go to Needle Rock.
Yeah, nice. We can cash it in, and we have that pair from Forbidden Woods Basement. Oh, it's perfect. As the devs intended, obviously. Jim will definitely clear it that way, clearly. Maybe not. I imagine he'll be a little upset to find that mirror shield. I kind of hope. I don't know. I think it'd be cool if the shard is in Islet, just because that way then Jim gets to skip the mirror shield completely. I mean, if the shard doesn't end up being in Angular, then technically he got to skip it. So he didn't use it at all, but also, like, he'll
Jim
have
is
it at
getting
the end.
bullied by the boats.
Oh, God.
Coral just left him.
Cole's gonna steal the item first. The Triforce is mine. Hey, speaking of Great Fish Islet, imagine. Is this it? Nope. I think
More
we
money.
have Angular Cave, Fire Mountain, and Big Pig. Am I missing anything? Ankle and ankle. Oh, Biomail as well. Yes, exactly. Okay, so there's a couple things. Some more fun than others. Ooh, imagine it's Biomail and Jim checks it here on Needle. Again, I just kind of want to see the no mirror shield dream happen. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, seeing that Jim equipped the hook shot, and that the only thing that he can hook shot really is the mailbox.
It's a good call. Maybe, like,
I don't know if you actually can
mailboxes.
equip hook shot the mailbox.
Maybe if the wave is perfect. I wonder if he'd had the aim the first one, if it would have connected. Because the higher altitude makes it a little bit closer. I don't know.
It'd be really close.
Yeah, so in Season 4, the Picto Box doesn't actually unlock any in-logic checks anymore, so that is why it has lost its spot on the tracker, as opposed to in the past. Oh. Just missing the shot on the card rock to skip the bait bag. Not even doing the dev intended route. I can't believe it.
Yeah, no, I guarantee you the reason isn't because people don't like the Picto Box. If it was like that, then I don't think Wolfer would like actually be able to do anything before he made it his life goal to take the bait bag off the tracker.
It's true.
Or replace Picto on the tracker. I believe Double Magic, but there's a couple other changes to the tracker as well.
Yeah, double magic, dual statues.
Go mode got replaced with the two, or yeah, Tingle statues in Go mode got replaced by
Pick down the
the
letters.
two, yeah, the two letters.
Okay, we're gonna see Fire Mountain. We're slowly honing in. And Gymnast gets the mirror shield. So the dream of a mirror shieldless seed is dead. But again, for all we know, that could end up being hard required. Because there's no skipping that on angular. You can skip it in Earth Temple, you can't skip it in angular. And we'll see what Ankle's got.
The Tingle statues worth it, or were they just a waste of time?
Is it just a bait, as so often is the case? Oh, sweet. 10 rupees? Because our wallet's full. And it's bait again. Unlucky. Well, now I just
Dude.
hope it's on the big pig.
The sound effects are always the biggest troll when you're looking for one item, because
Yeah,
you're
and
just
it's like
listening
a
to that
chart or
da-
something.
da- da- da.
Like, come on. At least make it be rupees or heart piece so I don't get my hopes up. Especially, like, if you gamble high roll and you get baited by a chart. Come on. That's just cruel. Oh, imagine checking Fire Mountain. What a good island. Haha. Looking pretty big pig to me. I don't know about you all. But we are in 50-50 territory. It's either on Big Pig. That was super strange. Jim decided that he wanted to step on Coral real fast and hop off. No, I just think he
Probably just
forgot
muscle
that
memory.
Big Pig was supposed to happen. Yeah, exactly.
He really just picked it up
Forgetting
from
about
outside.
Big Pig. Yeah,
I think he tried to jump slash, but then just picked it up.
maybe.
Actually, no, because he didn't L target, but it's super weird.
That looked pretty nice, actually, through the fence there at the end. Nice side hop off to get the side roll. Alright, Shizuka and Gymnast are doing the two things that we have not seen. So we're gonna know in a second, unless there's something I forgot about. Come on, it's gotta be Big Pig, right? Of course.
It's a big pig.
Mirror shield not required, technically, but Gymnast got it anyways. Unfortunate. Big Pig, let's go. Come on, has to be Big Pig. You know what I mean? Come on. It's gotta be. I can't believe they didn't have the bait peg for that long. That's so crazy to me. Well, it's looking like Gymnast is gonna have a fairly sizable lead heading into high roll. Shizuka still down 2 shards and a bow. 1 shard is on the Big Pig, and I'm trying to remember where the other shard is.
Yeah, so if Jim has an insane high rule, then he could substitute it, but it'd be really good.
Also, I think that means that the Cabana Deed is in high roll somewhere. As an aside. Oh, unless, no, because Gymnast never opened up his delivery bag. So, we may have stored Cabana Deed without knowing. Ah, yes, 6 I think is where it was. I believe you are correct. Oh, wait, there was the other. Wait, we knew that was there, right? What?
Yeah, we knew that was there because Jim got it when he entered Earth Temple.
Yeah.
Well, he got it technically when he left the quadrant, but he checked when he entered Earth Temple.
This is true.
Jim gained disqualified because he didn't Hurricane spin the barrier.
Not Hurricane spinning the barrier or Jahala. No.
Unlucky.
Well, them's the breaks, you know.
Luckily, there's still a
Unfortunate.
loser's bracket.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be able to make a good comeback through there, you know. I guess, or, you know, we'll see. Maybe Shizuka also forgets to Hurricane spin the barrier and we'll have to go to the tie break. That could happen. I mean, I know I've definitely never forgotten to spin it before. Definitely, no, not once. Shizuka finally making over to outset. We're gonna be able to full clear outset. Which I feel like is something I personally never do because I get too worried about outset and I end up coming here super early. Almost all the time. You get Mesa, you save Grandma, you check her basement, you throw a pig, talk to a big fish. Wow. What an island. See if Gymnast can close out a nice, clean high roll.
Will Jim go for the 10-second time save-ish in Grand
I
Staircase?
don't think so. Honestly, I was messing around with that one day. Just getting the ice arrow shot on the moblin is so hard. And if you don't hit that from like basically the doorway, your time save is just melting away.
Yeah, that's a lot of the time save.
Yeah, so. Ooh, picking up the spear. But we got the double shot, so like, that's a pretty big deal. Yeah, I really like, I would shoot that left guy, but shooting the right guy kind of puts the orb in a much favorable spot. Never considered that before. Nice first shot. I was gonna say the aim looked good. Nice second shot. What a professional. PG wasn't moving too much. Beautiful.
Very
About as good as it
fast
gets
PG1.
right there. Just about. But, I mean, didn't get storage though, you know, so like, I don't know, maybe not. JK,
Shizuka's about to throw the big pig.
Big pig! And then we'll be one shot off go mode. I'm gonna take that moment to casually say, if you've not watched Azer's TAS of PG, do yourself a favor and check it out. Don't worry, it's not very long.
You can only dream to one day be that good at PG.
Right?
It actually kills the spider phase on the first frame after the cutscene ends.
Jeez. No crit, but clean faiths too. So how soon does Shizuka make his way to 6i? There's a lot of other tantalizing options. So that should be Tingle Statue number 5.
I'm just still in
just kind
shock
of the
that
rule, right?
I'm just still in shock that he still had those Sphere Zero checks in play.
I feel similarly, but also, I mean, everyone is at liberty to clear how they feel comfortable.
Because has he gotten
I'm
Jaboon's
just too
cave, or is
scaredy
that
cat
his
to do
last
that.
sword?
I think that might be on that sword. Is that right? Yeah, doesn't say it because we threw the pig and then save orb. So, ooh, gripping a pair. Not sure. Oh, top of headstone. Probably. Nice roll clip. Yeah, this could be very close. This is gonna be close to a sub 2 for Jim. I think it's doable, but just barely. Hawk slide helps. Sword for Shizuka. One short off go mode.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. I think the optimal Ganon is like 45 seconds-ish.
The soup, yeah.
That roll doesn't help.
Ooh.
Oh.
That might be it right there. Not that, you know. I think barring some seriously unfortunate Ganoning for Gymnast.
No, he should still have it. He should still have it fine. Assuming Zelda doesn't take too long.
Oh, I guess the timer that I
Okay.
see on ZSR and the timer on his stream are like slightly separate, so actually I
Oh,
should
yeah.
be fine.
Yep.
On his side, that was like on ZSR it was like, or on the timer I was seeing, it was like right in the middle, but I think I have a slightly desynced. Yeah, 5 seconds in, nicely done.
Easy, Jim.
Sub 2 feels good as always. And Shizuka checking out ankle. About to get baited. Very good chart. And I'm trying to think about what he's got left. That's so unfortunate that we had golf and top of headstone available. And Shizuka just lost the 50-50, you know? Because it could have gone either way in that sense. But
I mean, it's not. At least it's not like season 3 where it's the 50-50 of Earth Temple or Wind Temple.
yeah, entire dungeons, yeah. No, fair. Yeah, the item spread here was pretty good. And as I thought we might hopefully see, we're going to see a 6-eye right after ankle, which routes in quite nicely. We are joined by Mr. Gymnast. GG's, Jim. Congrats.
Thank you. I kind of forgot that Mirror Shield would have been nice to have in Earth Temple.
Yeah, Mirror Shield's like a good
Very
item to have generally.
I was like right before that, I was like, oh well, Mirror Shield's only useful for the one angular check, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I get into Earth Temple and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not how that works.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work a lot harder. I'll be honest, I was rooting for you to not end up finding it in the end, just because it would have been kind of fun to finish without it.
Yeah, I was hoping afterwards that I wouldn't get it either, but Outset was one of the last things I
It
checked.
is what
so,
it is.
Yeah,
Hey, you didn't get baited into redipping angular, so that's something, at least.
that's true.
If only just barely.
Yeah, that's
How about
definitely
that?
where I would have gone next.
How about that leaf though? The leaf was kind of nice.
Oh yeah, that was a great position for the leaf. Definitely
Oh,
the
yes.
best place the leaf could have possibly been. I definitely liked not being able to have the leaf going through Dragon Roost Cavern.
Oh yeah, of course, for sure. Yeah, it was interesting. Shizuka actually popped that pretty early. So it was just like, oh, well, we know where it is, and I don't think Jim's gonna have it for a bit. And sure enough, it wasn't for a little while, because, yeah, I mean, who wants to check there, right?
Yeah, it was basically
Shizuka's going
only...
for a gamble.
Oh, okay.
Spicy.
Oh, Shizuka doesn't have the light arrows, I see.
Yeah, we're missing the golf. We never golfed.
Oh yeah,
I thought
that's
those
the
bows
one...
were pretty funny too, right?
Yeah, that was the one bow that... Well, I guess that was the one leaf, like, locked check that logically locked behind leaf check that I managed to get early.
Yeah, I was speculating because I know, like, we noticed that you hadn't gone to Cyclos, for example. I was like, well, you know, there's a decent chance because the bow being where it was, that like maybe it's not there. So I was just wondering if like the way you were prioritizing things then.
No, I think Cyclos was just like, for the most part, I kind of forgot that Cyclos was a thing.
You know, that's fair.
Until occasionally I was like, oh yes, it would be a good idea to do Cyclos after Earth Temple because it's just one quadrant north.
We were also
No,
told that
that's fair.
unfortunately you were disqualified for not Hurricane spinning the barrier.
Oh, you're right.
Or the pose either. I mean, I always, I'll be honest,
The
I always
pose is
forget,
actually
I always
bad.
forget that one, I'll be honest. I 100% never remember for freaking Valhalla. Also,
Well,
that's more of a personal preference, to be fair.
alright, we're gonna run it back through the loser's bracket.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
a
mean,
lot
yeah,
of best
maybe-
of ones in the losers bracket too.
It's true. Can't forget it again. But yeah, so then we'll know who you're going against tomorrow. And maybe we'll be in touch. I don't know. Or maybe you'll be talking to Kulfer instead. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, you do forget simple things, right? Hurricane spinning the barrier, Hurricane spinning the pose, the fact that Mirror Shield is required in Earth Temple. These things are hard to remember, okay?
It happens, yeah. It happens to everyone, obviously.
And then you need a mirror shield to get the behind broken walls.
Yeah, that too. I put down medley and I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't work. Unless I like already have chest storage and then hookshot through and then die afterwards.
Were you planning on potentially coming back?
Once I knew that there had to be a small key in that chest, no.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were
But
wondering
you-
if you picked that up because you went to go get the big key chest, even though it had to be the map because of the small key having to be earlier.
Yeah, I like logically I was like, okay, the map has to be in the big key chest, right? But for some reason,
That
like
was a
I
just
was,
in case kind of check.
yeah, I
Yeah,
was
that's-
already like
that's
kind of
just to be safe.
disoriented by
Sure.
like the way I
Yeah,
went
no,
through
and
Earth
that's
Temple
totally
at all.
fair.
That was like, I'm just gonna get this to be safe.
Yeah, and actually, it's kind of what we wondered too. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen
I
the
will
clip
say
out of bounds
it
in a
was
long
very
time.
it was cool to see Earth Temple cleared that way. And I'm sure you showed people some strats they haven't really seen, like just like bringing Medley down using the roll clip and behind the door.
It took a few tries, but yeah, we eventually got there.
We got there, yeah. Also, she's good at not hurricane spin the barrier either, so looks like we might be getting the run back.
Ah, yes, I'm saved.
Safe for now. But yeah, it was a good one. It was a fun race to watch for sure. Like the seed was, you know, definitely a little bit spicy. Earth Temple being way loaded on the left side is not something you always see.
Well, Ashley,
Yeah, that
I
was another thing that surprised me because I was like, all right, well, I don't have any more chests to check except left side, so we're going there, and then it happens to be loaded, and I was like, oh, okay, this is nice.
It worked out, yeah.
I actually just secretly gave Gymnast a spoiler lock. You're welcome.
Oh, dang, nice. That's man, this feels questionable from the race mod. I don't know. That's strictly allowed. And we are gambling the light arrows chest. Oh yeah, and wait, I totally missed it. But was Master was that the was that Cabana Deed? Did it end up being in Hyrule?
No,
Also,
I
it's not
believe.
microphone really
Oh, ended up
quiet.
being, was it
Sorry.
Earth Temple?
Mm,
Oh yeah,
I don't
sure.
remember.
That's right. I did vaguely see that. Shoot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was the kind of thing where like, we hadn't seen it and we knew Cabana was dead, so like, yeah, it might be off in, you know.
luckily we
Who
got
knows, the
saved by
depths of
good
something.
RNG.
Alright, is it gonna be a rupee check? Well, she's gonna be sound effects spoiled before it even shows. Oh, it was a joy pendant,
Okay.
so same idea. Unlucky.
Just like the auction.
It's kind of like the auction, you're right. Ugh. Unfortunate. So I want to say that might be last location golf. I don't think Shizuka has anything left. And this is why I like to skip the leaf for golf. Oh yeah, I thought you had a really interesting setup for that. Gymnast, I hadn't seen that before. Like just that specifically that way of orienting the camera.
For the golf jump splash?
For the third one. Yeah, I know I literally just said that. I'm like, ah yes, I've explained this well enough, right? No, yeah, for the third jump slash specifically. Oh.
Fortunately, we
on
cannot.
the warp song.
We cannot warp out of Ganon's tower.
God, the number of times where you like go to play the warp song in like a sub, or if you're me, I often try to save quit after Ghost Ship to warp out. What a classic. It was a nice song. Alright, golf. Grant us your bow. And let Shizuka be on their way. Okay, I'm trying to think if there was... Because like Windfall was kind of dead, but not like too bad. I don't know. Do you think that Shizuka skips, or do you think Shizuka plays?
Oh, we're golfing. We're golfing.
You think we're golfing?
Gentleman's
Straight
game.
golf?
Gentleman's game.
I can see it.
With how early he got the leaf, he has to praise the leaf a little bit.
Have to respect it. It looks like we golfing. Nice. Now imagine he cheats the third one still. Ooh, that roll. DQ'd.
Yeah, Shizuka got the leaf like very early, like 10 minutes in. He did it before he went to Cliff Plateau, I believe.
Dude, you're right. It was over Cliff Flat, wasn't it? Yeah, it was crazy early. I don't know. With Forbidden Woods and Logic, like, I still... I mean, it ended up being the play, but I'm like... I'd be scared. And some nice golf. And there
I didn't cheat in golf. I still put the third nut into the last golf hole.
That's what I say. And nobody
Sorry
wants
to interrupt you.
Come on.
Apologies to interrupt here, but we're gonna do something we don't usually do in ZSR, because you might know this race is under stream delay, but with the difference in time and stuff, we are going to have a
Hey, GG.
time travel interview. Hello there.
GG, Shizuka.
GG's Shizuka.
GG.
Bummer about that last bow.
Also, I just realized my mic is very loud. Sorry about that, folks.
How'd you find
Like
the
the
rest of the
king.
seed though, besides that?
Well, I was like, I'm sure I'll lose, so I gambling everything I can.
Yeah, the leaf gamble was wild.
Yeah, the leaf was great, but rushing dungeon was bad. Well,
Yeah,
Some decent
I
stuff. Forbidden Woods ended up having some decent things for you.
Yeah, the only bad thing about going to dungeons as early as you did was because you didn't have a sword.
yeah. And also, that was fun to go to outside at 2 hours the seed for the first time.
You were driving me crazy. It's like I outset. It's like I go there so early, so often. I'm like, oh my gosh.
The way the seed was going, it was sure that Tingo statue was all sphere 0 or something like that, and Uncle or nothing. So I was like, I don't want to go on Sphere 0 right now, even at 2 hours of the seed.
I mean, and to be fair, that ended up being an accurate read. That's exactly what it was. It was like all Sphere 0 and all dead. Classic ankle.
That was close to full clear, by the way. Only 5 star left.
Ah, you had 5-star too, okay. And I couldn't remember if you had, if it was a full clear for you at that point or not. the joy pendant with
also
the
like,
maze chest too.
If I have my last 3 force and my last sword, I go check light tower maze chest.
I respect it. I respect it.
Gambling for life.
I was saying, it always sucks when it's like a heart piece or rubies or a spoil, right? And just the sound is wrong, and so you know right away.
But yeah, but when I found the leaf, I was like, oh god, gambling is cool finally.
Gambling's really fun when it works.
Got my leaf, I had like 20 minutes of the seed, I guess, I think. Don't remember.
Yeah, definitely quite a bit earlier. I'll say that much. Alright, rising shot. Ooh, okay.
Not this time.
Not this time. I was hoping. That was so cool.
I practiced it a bit before
you?
the race, but I didn't land any shots.
Unlucky.
That was very lucky last time.
And you also gave all of us a heart attack when in the hot room chest in DRC, we were talking about the chest storage strat, and then you just walked up to the chest.
Oh yeah, Jim, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh, and now he might story he's equipped. Oh, no, oh. Or not, or yes, because at that point we knew it was Skullhammer too, so like, oh, hopefully. Yeah, actually, I kind of like the idea of doing it that way. Just not doing the basement, and then if you can't progress forward, it's like, oh wow. You're getting darker and backwards. You still got to skip this monkey in the basement, which is, you know, a nice time save.
Yeah.
There go, PG1 down.
And
Which is
as
weird to say
typing-
because you're here.
Sorry.
But
This puppet gun was unfair. Never ending.
that's how it likes to go sometimes, right?
Just wanted to pop in here for a
let's see.
moment. Just say, you know, as said in the chat, you know, go follow everyone involved with the stream, you know. Gymnast86 for putting on a good show. Twist and Farion for commentating our previous awesome match, and also the trackers. Crystal Ballas and Koala. Thank you so much everyone for making this possible. Always a pleasure restreaming those.
And if you all like Wind Waker Randomizer, you're in luck. There's more coming. I don't remember.
Didn't you say if you don't like?
It's a love-hate relationship, let's be honest.
Well, especially if you
when
don't
you run
like
a game.
If you don't like it, then we're gonna force you to like it.
Yeah, the next
Yeah,
match
'cause
today
it's,
in the winner's bracket of the Season 4 brackets is Tuberman versus Gowdy, I believe.
Yep, that is happening in 2 hours 40 minutes on this channel as well.
Yeah, so... And that is sure to be a spicy one. I know, I'm looking forward to it. And then tomorrow, I think... Like, Jay, you're racing Neef, right? And I think Elijah and CS are racing, and then I'm racing Kolfra. I think that's all happening tomorrow. And then, like,
Yeah,
Friday there's
so-
a race, and then Saturday there's a race, like... Whew. And
Race
then there's
every day.
there's Challenge Cup races in there, too, like... I guess
So,
more of those
yep.
on Friday.
Tons and tons of matches coming up.
So
If you want to
good,
see
yeah.
the full schedule, you can just type !chat in the chat. I'll do it for you all right now. And you can see the full CSR restream schedule right there.
You know, that would have been smart. That would have been smart to do. Imagine. Oh yeah, look at
Also,
that.
the
Tomorrow
Wind
when
Waker
we're
Randomizer
Wind Waker
schedule.
Rando.
That's the schedule for specifically Wind Waker Randomizer. And everything's getting crammed to this week.
Oh, yeah, deadline on Sunday for winners bracket round 2, right? So has to be.
Yeah, it's a deadline for that, but then it's also the first week for
For the Challenge Cup
Challenge
as
Cup.
well. Yeah, it's true.
Because Challenge Cup has like over a month because you have to play 5 people.
Yeah, so you out there listening to this, if you have not looked in on any of the Challenge Cup matches, you should, because all the ones so far have been really a lot of fun to watch.
Yo,
Lots
can
of
I
good runners
propose
in there.
something? You know how, like, in soccer, in the Champions League, the winner of the Champions League plays the Europa League for, like, the Super Cup?
You can have the
You
winner
ever heard of
of
that?
the top 24 bracket go against the winner of the Challenge Cup.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It could happen. It could be, it could go.
Yeah, the Super Cup, the Super Cup.
We'll have to see. It's still going to be a bit till we get there, right? Which is good. I don't want this tournament to be over yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Not
best of
just
7 back-to-backs with the settings being Devon, Lunatic Logic, with
Jeez.
Rupee.
No, thank you.
Super Cup! Oh my god, that's such a good one. Oh my god.
It's really just an endurance test of who can stay awake the longest.
Hey, you wouldn't even have to do Devon if it's just like all sandy or something.
All Sanity 100% spoiler log where you get 24 hours to plan your route.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I'll plan my route in 1 minute. It'll be, and I forfeit. Okay, maybe not. That could be fun, but routing stresses me out with normal like spoiler log. So to be fair, all sanity spoiler logs. I've been doing some of those lately. They're a good time.
Yeah, if I had to route all sanity spoiler log, I'd just like slide Azer at 20. Call it a day.
Alright, well, we managed to finish up Shizuka's perspective on stream too. In a good way stream.
GG's.
GG from the future.
From the future, yeah. From the
GG.
past. Well, nicely done to both of you.
Alright. Now I gotta quickly go in the interview scene before the Discord audio starts leaking through from 10 minutes ago.
Oh, true.
Good race, everyone.
Shizuka goes, oh, it's right, because I think Zombie God wasn't able to continue with the bracket, so we actually don't know who you're going up against next.
It'll be either Scythiel, Clarion, or Cole for the Seas. The Battle of the Seas.
The Battle of the Seas. It's true. Who knows? Maybe we'll be in contact. We'll have to see. Yeah.
Alright, well.
Do either of you have any other bits that you want to say? Anything you want to shout out?
Other than I need to remind myself that the mirror shield exists. No.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, it's a
Happens.
mistake you make only once, maybe, right? Yes.
Alright, folks. Well, we'll be back
That's
here.
why I said it in spoiler log. It'll only happen once, but then like Earth Temple killed like 10 runs, so.
The Run Killer Dungeon. Truly is.
Just want to say that, if you like this, we will be back here in 2.5 hours for Gravity Bobby versus Tuberman. So, but like you Wind Waker Rando, you have another match to look out for today. But I think with that being said, I think we're all done here. So, if there's any final words, we can end it on there, and then we'll send it. We'll send the stream off. So, thank you again for making this all possible.
Yeah, thanks for taking care of every stream, George. Appreciate it.
No problem.
And shoutouts to the trackers, obviously.
Yep, one more final shout out to the trackers
Oh no,
while
I
we're here.
typed it in wrong.
Crystal Bellis and Koala. It happens. Done that before.
I fingered my keyboard keys. No.
Yeah, I've done that before. But hey, if you're typing with additional R, hey, give the runners a follow too.
That's what I was trying to do, obviously.
Yeah. Catch you around in 2.5 hours, folks. Bye.
Bye.